just started.
Yeah.
We just started from this end went down. That was good room.
I don't know.
Those things.
So did some of them?
Well, sure, and that's why we had to get the fence up with barbed wire and everything, so it remained an issue. But and that's why it's great we're torn this one down and we'll be tearing the gas light down shortly. So just moving forward, moving ahead, these issues, these problems.
She did work with the city. This one did. She asked about it.
The sixth of Motel on Central that will have either been torn down or closed through the outstanding actions of the outstanding Safe City Strike Force. In fact, this is the third to be demolished. 3 others have been closed. Zia, Royal Inn, and today Route 66 are torn down. Gaslight, which is closer to the old Albuquerque High, American Inn, and De Anza Motor Lodge are shut down. The strategy here is multiple. Some of these, because they've just fallen into such disrepair and become havens for crime. Others have an important architectural and historic role in Albuquerque on Route 66, and we don't want to tear them down. We want to renovate them and convert them and restore them to productive use, whether as a place to lodge travelers or as commercial centers as well. What we're looking at here is, how much money we spent on this? 500 and something. $587,000. This was a negotiated purchase. It is not a condemnation. Would have been had we not been able to purchase on an agreeable price. And behind us is the Indian Cultural Center. It's a community center where economic development, social activities, counseling goes on for Native Americans. And we want to talk to them about expanding this way into this property. Money solves all things, and that's just very tentative discussion at this point. And the money is not yet appropriated for it. I want to again commend the Safe City Strike Force. This is the premier entity of its kind in the United States of America. Is again we can be replicated in other parts of the country because of our experience. And what we're trying to do here too is take it to the next level. Because ultimately it's not just about tearing these blighted properties down, but we also want to have a seamless process where we have a sense, even as we're tearing them down, as to what will go in their stead. But just by this action alone, this part of Albuquerque is safer, is more peaceful, and that's good work by any calculation. Let me recognize for comments Pete Dinelli, who is a former city councilor, the deputy city attorney, and the boss of Safe City Strike Force.
And I want to thank you very much showing the exceptional leadership that you had in us taking this aggressive action. This place had become a magnet for criminal activity of all sorts, predominantly prostitution, drug dealing. So when we take one of these motels out, you're eliminating what is referred to as a fishing hole for the police department. That is eliminating a lot of crime in the area. But there is a lot of hope that's associated with these teardowns because, as the mayor mentioned, our effort is now to redevelop the area in conjunction with perhaps some other partnerships that we'll be able to negotiate. But again, we have more online, and hopefully we'll have another one of these teardowns in the next few weeks.
Richard Deneen is the director of planning, and of course his department is one of the critical partners in Safe City Strike Force. And also he and Pete dressed kind of the same today.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to also commend the mayor for being farsighted enough to see that there is a need to get rid of some of these old hotels, but to renovate others, such as the De Anza. We have a proposal on the books now that you will see that proposal come in for a boutique hotel, as the mayor talked about, and so we'll take some of these and renovate them, and they will become vital centers for the neighborhood in terms of the renewal. Getting rid of the crime is the first step, and then renewing after that is the second step. So I also think that the mayor, under his leadership, has done a great job for the city of Albuquerque. Thank you.
I don't know, you guys are gonna say those nice things. I would have worn it suit like that too. Rob DeBuck's here principally for his good looks.
Thank you, Larry.
No, he's the outstanding area commander and police these areas, and does a great job. And Rob, do you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. I've been associated with the Safe City Strike Force since its inception. I believe that it is one of the most effective programs I've been associated with, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
With that, we're happy to take questions. Then I'm gonna go play with that Major Boy toy over there.
That's a one question made for, was there also tangible problems, plumbing, electric, with this? Can you describe the other problems beyond the criminal activity?
This property was one of the worst properties we've seen in quite a while. You had extensive infestation of rats, vermin, cockroaches. The plumbing was abhorrent. In fact, you had a lot of standing water in some of these rooms. But clearly this was one of the worst motels we've taken a look at, and that's why we try to move as quickly as we did on it.
And it's quite graphic. You're welcome to film in there and see the exposed wiring, you name it. And that's the beauty of the code enforcement team. It's actually code that brings these places to their knees. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, see, I've never driven one with the treads like this.
Well, it still does.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Way too much fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.